Atlanta News First Plus starts now with First Alert Weather.
Hey, little baby cupcakes. Happy Friday Eve. How y'all doing? Is the sun out yet where you live? If it's not, it's coming, all right? We got dry air settling in. It's actually going to be, I would say, the next week will be way nicer than the first half of August, unless you really enjoyed the cool weather. I wasn't quite done with summer yet. Summer's on its way back in, all right? This low pressure system that's moving into the Carolinas, taking the rain with it. So we saw some sprinkles this morning. We saw some patchy fog. It's still pretty cloudy out there right now. Again, those clouds are going to clear out. We're going to see more sunshine today than we've seen all week. And look at these temperatures. It's 10 and we're already in the low 80s. We're going to hit the 90s for sure. Gosh, we're already trending way above average. It is 9 degrees warmer in Atlanta than Alpharetta. That's crazy. It's already 80 in Lawrenceville, so it's quite warm up in Gainesville. Really from Rockdale County off to the east, it is already quite warm. It will be hot today, and that's not a word that I've used very frequently this month, okay? If you guys were watching yesterday, I told you it was the coolest start to August ever on record. Wow. Yeah, we're entering back into that hot pattern. I think these temperatures might be slightly underdone. The fact it's already 82 degrees means it's definitely going to be warmer than 83 at noon. So I'm going to go increase those temperatures a bit. I think in low 90s, 92, 93, maybe even 94 today. Yeah, hot. Partly cloudy skies through the day, lots of sunshine. Cannot rule out stray thunderstorms. And the focus for storms today, tomorrow, and Saturday is going to be in East Georgia. I'm going to show you the futurecast with it. If you live in West Georgia, it's going to be pretty dry over the next 7 days for you. All right, here are your high temperatures. Not sweltering, but hot. And feels like temperatures this afternoon will be in the upper 90s. That's hotter than it's been all month. So we haven't been used to this heat. We've had a 2-week break from it. So make sure you're hydrating if you're going to be outside today, okay? Let's take you through the futurecast model. I do want to show you this. Check it out. Just a few thunderstorms developing in Habersham County, Rabun County, so northeast Georgia, the mountains, dipping down into Athens area, maybe Oglethorpe County, Madison County, Commerce, Jackson County, around 8, 9 p.m., and then it's going to dry out. So, again, very low in rain chances. Now, tomorrow, little different. Tomorrow looks like the stormiest day over the next week, and it's still below the threshold of a first alert weather day. We're going to see a cold front come into the mountains first tomorrow afternoon, so we're going to start to see thunderstorms spark up, same area, Rabun County, Habersham County, around 2, 3, 4 p.m. Some of those broken line of storms are going to dip down into Metro. So while it won't be a washout from Atlanta off to the east and up to the north tomorrow evening, I do expect scattered thunderstorms. So factor that into your evening plans. Looks pretty stormy between 7 to 10 p.m. for Metro Atlanta. Not expecting severe weather, but if you do have Friday night plans, you may have to be dodging some of that rain, okay? The pool, the lake, outdoors, near water, going to be a great place to be this weekend because of the heat. Few showers on Saturday, again, mainly that East Georgia quadrant. Most of us stay dry. And then Sunday, high pressure takes over. It looks completely dry, okay? It also looks very dry Monday of next week. Monday, we could hit the mid-90s. The mid-90s. Yes. No first alert weather days on this map. All right, let's talk about Tropical Storm Erin, and we're going to get an update from the National Hurricane Center at 11. Meteorologist Rodney Harris is going to bring you an update on that. But what I can tell you is that it's still a pretty weak tropical storm. Category 1 hurricane winds don't start until 74 miles per hour. This thing's max winds are 50 miles per hour, so it's still a weaker tropical storm, but it's really going to start to organize itself now that it's heading into very warm water. Here's its current path, still likely to reach Category 1 hurricane strength by tomorrow evening. It looks like it's going to miss the Virgin Islands. It's going to miss Puerto Rico. It will come within about 150 miles. So there may be tropical storm warnings issued for those islands. They may get some gusty winds. But the eastern side of hurricanes are always the strongest. So the stronger side of the hurricane with the max winds is going to be on the northern side of where you're looking at the icon. So the Caribbean will avoid most of the impacts from this storm. Some models do have it reaching Category 4 hurricane strength early next week. 125 miles per hour, that's only 5 miles per hour lower than a Cat 4 storm. So it could be a Cat 4 storm by the middle of next week. Now, what happens and where it heads is going to be highly dependent on the upper air pattern in the United States. What does that mean? Well, We're going to see a ridge of high pressure over the eastern United States next week, but a cold front is likely to come through sometime in the middle of the week. The strength of that cold front will push this hurricane and turn it, forcing it away from the United States. But I do not see that cold front. It's slowing down and it looks weaker than it previously looked, which would mean this hurricane will get closer to the United States before turning. It could be stronger. This Euro model brings it about 250 miles off of the North Carolina coastline. And when I look at the upper level pattern, guys, I'm not confident that this thing is going to make a big turn before getting pretty close to North Carolina. Now, this could change again. We're a week out. Lots can change. But if that current upper air pattern holds, it could come pretty close to North Carolina before turning back out to sea. So while we're not going to see impacts here in Georgia, we're going to have to watch that pretty dang closely through the week next week for the Mid-Atlantic, for the Outer Banks as well, okay? Again, Ronnie's going to have an update on that. We get a brand new track-in from the National Hurricane Center at 11 a.m., so we will bring you that then. Okay, guys, I will be in at noon, but go ahead and make your outdoor plans for this weekend. It's going to be really quite nice.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert Weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text weather to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.